the best adventure I could possibly imagine.
I think it's been very transformative. Being a student here has been amazing.
The last 4 years have defined who I am.
From the moment I moved to campus till now, it's just been new experiences, new people.
In the classroom, outside of the classroom, in the community, abroad, interning, working, every aspect of it. It's been truly extraordinary.
Looking back on when I first came to campus, I never would have guessed all the places I would have gone or the things that I would have experienced, the people that I would have met.
It's been the best 4 years of my life, and I wouldn't be the same if I hadn't come here.
It's the perfect place for someone to grow into themselves and to find out who they really are.
Coming in as this timid freshman and leaving as this, really outgoing person. I think that I'm pretty outgoing now, and just being able to take on anything in life has really kind of been one of the things that have changed me.
I would say I'm a completely different person. I just know so much more, not just like knowledge, but about myself and about other people.
My time at UK has changed me completely. I'm a lot more confident now. I think that I'm a lot more independent.
As a person, I've become more versatile and more open-minded.
I think it's just changed the way that I look at the world. Coming to UK and being surrounded by so many different types of people from all over the state, all over the nation, and all over the world.
I got to meet new people and make new friends and experience foods and smells and sights and sounds that I never would have thought I got the opportunity to do.
It was definitely a time of growth and life-changing, and made me realize like who I am as a person and found myself.
In everything I've done at UK, it's taught me something about myself and how I work and how other people work, and it's just been really cool to see how UK kind of has transformed every part of my life.
And I've been so lucky to have friends and faculty and mentors and all these kind of people who are this incredible support system for me, but I also know that I can be okay on my own.
Being able to go out into the real world and know with confidence that I can do that is probably one of the most important things I gain. Like, I don't think there's anything more valuable than self-confidence, and that's probably what's changed me the most.
This is a place where I grew. This is a place where I learned. This is a place where I failed and then learned more. This is just home and somewhere that I really got to grow into who I was meant to be, and I feel like I have a lot to thank for this university.
It's a really great experience to be able to have an education, and that to have it at a place that's, I think, is inclusive and diverse and just will give you the best education that you can was really awesome, and I'm definitely gonna miss that.
It's a special place. You can go to college anywhere, but you can really only be home in a few places, and I think UK is one of those microcosms that you don't find in a lot of places.
I remember getting to college and being like, wow, people from Kentucky are really into being from Kentucky, and now I get it. It's a great place, it's a great energy. Having a certain sense of pride in that is cool, and it doesn't happen everywhere.
I'll remember, Lexington, Kentucky, University of Kentucky for the rest of my life.
I came from out of state. I met a lot of people that came from all over Kentucky, other people that came from out of state, and it just kind of pulls us all together.
Knowing that wherever I go, whether it be here or back home, I'm gonna find people who also share the same love for the University of Kentucky that I do.
Blue's not just a color anymore, it's an emotion. It's the people who wear the blue, not so much the color that they're wearing. And those people are more than just students at this university, they're my family.
I got to experience what Sea Blue really was, and it's not only in an advertising campaign. It's definitely more of a family, so I got to be part of that family.
I definitely think Sea Blue is something so much more than 7 letters and a period at the end of it. I think it's a way of life.
It means having the opportunities of a lifetime and taking those and running with them.
Seeing blue means that you're the best and the brightest students, and you're being taught by the best and the brightest faculty, and you're gonna leave with an experience that you won't forget.
I think there's nothing like it.
Everyone here has been so nice to me in every single way that I can imagine. Professors, students, staff are all just so accommodating and are willing to help you with anything and everything that you need help with.
It's the people, it's what makes this university so special, and it's why I know there's not another place in the country like it.
It's definitely a sense of family to me coming here, and that was the whole reason I came here in the first place. was the way that the staff and the faculty made me feel about being one with the student body.
I've met some of my best friends here. I've roomed with some of my best friends here, danced with some of my best friends here, learned and grown and served and traveled with some of the best people that this university and this campus has to offer.
Really sort of created a family for myself here. Yeah, so I think the people that I found, my tribe, is what I'll miss the most.
10 years from now, I can see myself still being best friends with who I'm friends with now, and I'm really gonna miss all those relationships, but I know that I'll keep in touch with them for sure.
I'm definitely going to miss all the people on campus who care about me so much. They're not gonna go away, I know, but just seeing their faces every day, I'm gonna miss that a lot. And I'm gonna miss all the support and the love that I've received over these 4 years. But I know I have it to cherish, and I'm so, so grateful for that.
I will always love the University of Kentucky. It was my grandfather graduated here, my father graduated here, and now I'm about to graduate here. So it kind of is close to my family and my family's heart, but I might be going back home, but I will always consider my time here and University of Kentucky to be part of me.
It's always going to be my family, and the fact that I won't always be here, there's that spirit, that wildcat ethos that will always be there. I know that no matter what happens, I'll be able to walk onto campus and it'll be my family all over again.
Good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, the academic processional of the May 2016 commencement at the University of Kentucky is about to begin, led by the Deputy University Marshal, Dr. Karen Badger, the 2016 University Research Professors, the Provost Outstanding Teaching Award recipients, and the Alumni Association Great Teachers. They are followed by representatives of the UK faculty and the class of 2016. Will the audience please rise for the entrance of the platform party and remain standing until the conclusion of the national anthem. Margaret E. Smith, a baccalaureate degree candidate in music education and music performance from the School of Music, College of Fine Arts, will sing the first verse of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the 12th President of the University of Kentucky, Dr. Eli I. Capilouto.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome to the University of Kentucky's May 2016 Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony, recognizing graduates from the Colleges of Arts and Sciences, Communication and Information, Design, Fine Arts, Health Sciences, Public Health, and Social Work. There are two groups of special guests here on the platform today. First, several members of the university's Board of Trustees are on the platform, including the chair of the board, Dr. Edward Britt Brockman of Louisville, Kentucky. I ask that all the board members stand and be recognized. In addition to the persons who will be introduced later as they participate in today's commencement, there are several administrators and academic officials also on the platform. I ask they stand and be recognized. Students, today you will all be recognized individually, by college, and some by groups. But first things first. In 5 years as president of the University of Kentucky, I've enjoyed the privilege of hearing life stories of thousands of graduates. Among the most moving are from those who were the first in their family to graduate from college. And once the first person in the family earns a degree, it seems that their children and their children's children earn their degrees. So a family's trajectory through generations is shaped by the one who went first, the one who courageously answered the call to hope. If you are the first in your family to earn a college degree today, I would like you and your families to stand and be recognized. Thank you. I would also like to note that during today's ceremonies, you may notice that some of our graduates and even some of our faculty are wearing red, white, and blue cords. These cords recognize a very special segment of our Wildcat family. They symbolize military service to our country, and the University of Kentucky is extremely proud to honor them. I ask these individuals to stand so that we may recognize them. The friendships we make in college will be disproportionate in impact, significance, and longevity to those we forge throughout the rest of our lives. They are the ones that walked with you during this precious moment in life when you found your individuality, your identity, your passion, and your voice. I'm reminded of that this year because I lost one of my college friends, and I know many of you felt the sharp pain of personal loss while you were on our campus. Let memories of their goodness be a source of solace and inspiration for us all. C.S. Lewis wrote, "Lovers normally stand face to face, absorbed in each other. Friends stand side by side, absorbed in common interest. In each of my friends," he wrote, "there is something that only some other friend can fully bring out." So every once in a while, you will meet someone with whom you didn't go to college, but whom you feel like you've known your entire life. Someone you feel you have shared experiences, perspectives, and values, who walked with you through formative moments in your life. Today, I am honored to introduce someone who is a new friend to me, but someone who I feel like I've known my whole life. But because we were born into a world not of our own making, at a time when ignorance and hate kept us apart, we didn't have the opportunities to know each other in our youth. And I am fortunate that this special place, the University of Kentucky, provides opportunity to bring us together. Dr. George C. Wright, a noted African-American scholar and historian, is the 7th president of Prairie View A&M University, the 2nd oldest public institution in the state of Texas. His wealth of experience in higher education began in 1977 as an assistant professor at his alma mater, the University of Kentucky, and quickly extended to institutions in North Carolina and Texas. Though he is a prolific academic leader, responsible for contributing a wealth of knowledge to his field and shaping critical institutional policy, it is the moments when he interacts with and supports the students he mentors that best illustrate his passion for student success. Dr. Wright has been the recipient of numerous fellowships, grants, and awards, including the Andrew W. Mellon Faculty Fellowship at Harvard University and several teaching fellowships from the University of Texas at Austin. Dr. Wright also is the author of numerous articles, chapters, essays, and 3 books chronicling Black history, racial violence, and Discrimination in Kentucky, for which he's received several awards. Dr. Wright received his Bachelor and Master of Arts degrees in history from the University of Kentucky. He then strayed slightly, got his doctorate from Duke University. We corrected that, though, because in 2004, Dr. Wright was awarded an honorary doctorate of letters from the University of Kentucky. So this afternoon, he is here to offer words of wisdom and commendation to our graduating class. Dr. Wright.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. It is indeed a pleasure to be here. I want to extend congratulations to all of you members of the 2016 graduating class of the University of Kentucky. All of you. Your family, your friends, your mentors, everyone who has assisted you should be very proud. You should be optimistic about what you've accomplished now can help you as you move forward into the future. I want to thank President Capilouto for inviting me back here to my alma mater. The University of Kentucky is very, very special to me. That I met my future wife, Valerie Annette Ellison, here in a summer orientation program in 1968. Valerie and I started dating then. The start of our next year, when I was 19 years old, a sophomore, I proposed marriage to her. We got married right before the start of our junior year, and August the 8th of this year, we will have been married 46 years. The University of Kentucky has served both of us well. That Valerie has had a very productive and long career in print journalism and all of the places where we've lived. The University of Kentucky has helped us navigate the ever-changing landscape of American society since we left here in the 1970s. Today, I'm going to talk about something that I hope you find very meaningful, and that is, I love music. I love the sound of music, I love the rhythm, I love the beat, I love the message often conveyed in music. At my university, I often attempt to inspire students through music, through song. For a number of years, I used to have played a song by Jennifer Holliday, I Believe I Can Fly, I Believe I Can Touch the Sky, before I would give a presentation. Over the last 4 or 5 years, I've used Grover Washington and Patti LaBelle's The Best Is Yet to Come. For you graduates, you are indeed flying high today. And there's no question that over the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years, you will see that this is just a launching pad for the best is yet to come in your life. Therefore, a song is very appropriate for the message that I want to bring to you today. In my opinion, Quincy Jones is one of the great musicians, a genius in music of our generation. He started playing back with Frank Sinatra in the 1950s. Then he worked with people from Motown and rock and roll in the 1960s and 1980s. Today, he's even recorded with some gangster rap musicians. He's done all sorts of music. In 1976, when I was in graduate school, he came out with a new double album record, not a CD back then. And the fourth song, ironically, was called What Good Is a Song? Well, here's a songwriter raising the question. And in part, here are some of the words. What good are the lyrics if they cannot soothe you, if they cannot ease a troubled mind? What good is the beat if it cannot move you? It is a waste of time. What good is the music if it can't please you? If it has no depth or height? What good is the rhyme if it cannot relieve you of some problem in your life? Then Quincy Jones asked the rhetorical question, what good is a song if it can't inspire? If it has no message to bring? If a song cannot lift you higher, 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 then it's not good enough to sing. Graduates, my question to you, what good is a UK college graduate if? What good is a college graduate if he or she does not use what they gained here to help better society? I don't know any of you personally, but I'm willing to bet that many sitting out in front of me have been helped financially by your parents, by your grandparents, by uncles and aunts, by a wide range of people. I'm willing to bet there are people out here who've had scholarships, who've had fellowships, who've had internships, who've had all kinds of support. And there's no question that all of you, in graduating from a public university, have had your education financed in part by the taxpayers of the state of Kentucky. All of you, just like me in the 1970s, we've benefited from others. Therefore, we have a responsibility to help others with our education. Society invests heavily in higher education because of the value, because of the benefits you can bring society. I have no doubt that some of you will go right from here to start working, and that's very important. It is indeed necessary that you make a living. Indeed, I hope you become the best teacher, doctor, lawyer, minister, social worker, whatever, as you go throughout your career. But at the very same time, right now that you're starting your career, it's very important that you commit to doing some type of service. An example, all of you could devote time to working with young people in grades K all the way up through 12, helping them in mathematics, helping them in reading, helping them in writing. Or you could become involved in youth sports activities. All of us can work with young people. Clearly, one of the best examples of someone dedicating his life to service, to trying to make the world better for others, was the life of the former Nobel laureate and Prime Minister of South Africa, Nelson Mandela. My wife and I had the privilege of being in Cape Town on the 95th birthday of Nelson Mandela on July the 18th, 2013. Though he was very ill at the time, Mandela would die some 4 months later. He issued a statement that was played everywhere in which he challenged everyone in South Africa, indeed everyone, to devote time to service. He said something that I found striking. He said, all of us can devote 67 minutes a year to service. Why 67 minutes? I'm not quite sure. But 67 minutes is just a little bit more than an hour. I suspect that Nelson Mandela realized that if you gave 67 minutes, you would do far more than just that. To give you another example of service, my service calling is working not with young people in the public schools or in grades K through 12, but it's with senior citizens. When I was very young, my mother took care of her two parents, and eventually my paternal grandfather as well. I saw her do all sorts of things for them simply because it was the right thing to do. I've committed myself to devoting time to help senior citizens cut through all of the red tape that goes with applying for Social Security and other Medicare type of benefits. I'm committed to driving senior citizens to help get their medicines or doctor's appointments. And clearly, virtually everyone, especially senior citizens, needs an advocate when he or she is in the hospital. That's what I believe I should do. I realize that the University of Kentucky is a public university. I realize that you come from all sorts of background, but I truly believe a scripture from the Bible is relevant to the point I'm trying to make here today. In John, the 4th chapter, 37, 38 verses, it talks about, "'Tis true," this is a quote, "'that some sow and others reap. I sent you to reap where you did not sow. Others did the work, but you received the harvest." What does that mean? It means that most of us, I'll use myself, 18 years old, I come to the University of Kentucky, a very poor young man here in Lexington. I had all sorts of UK faculty and others give me a pat on the back and more. 9 years later, I have a PhD from Duke University, and it opens a door so wide, I'm still walking into it, even though I'm approaching 70 years old. That's what folk did for me, you see. The same thing is true for you. You had professors here at UK who helped open doors for you, who helped unlock some of the things inside of you that you did not even know were buried there. Class of 2016, it's time that you plant some seeds that will be trees. In other words, you need to sow so that others may reap. I thank you for your time.
Thank you, President Wright, for reminding everybody how young we are and for your timeless message that I'm sure will echo with these graduates for decades to come. Please welcome the representative of the class of 2016, Jacqueline R. Dallaire, a degree candidate in the College of Social Work with a major in social work and pre-medicine. She has been actively involved with internships at the Learning Center and the Lexington-Fayette County Health Department. She's a 4-year member of UK women's soccer team. She is on the SEC Academic Honor Roll and the Athletic Director's Honor Roll with a perfect 4.0 GPA. She is a member of Phi Kappa Phi Academic Honor Society. Jackie is from Arlington, Virginia, and she will share her thoughts and reflections with her fellow graduates.
Thank you, President Capilouto, for your kind words. It is an honor to speak here today. I would also like to thank the Board of Trustees, our distinguished faculty and guests, and all of the families and friends that came here today to witness the students they love graduate. And of course, happy Mother's Day to all the amazing moms in the crowd, and especially to the incredible woman I have been lucky enough to call my mom for 22 years. Yeah, she deserves it, yep. Get on the line. As a soccer player, that is a phrase that has struck fear in my heart for the majority of my time here at UK, and I'm sure a lot of athletes in this crowd can relate. When a coach speaks those words, the combination of emotions your average soccer player feels is a potent mix of anticipation, fear, adrenaline, and quite frankly, gas. But nothing quite compares to what that same soccer player feels after she has completed the sprints that closely follow that command. It is a feeling of bravery, of strength, and of accomplishment. It is a feeling of fear and pain that have been overcome. And quite frankly, it is a feeling that keeps you coming back to the line. Today, we are all on a metaphorical line. We are full of fear, anticipation, and adrenaline. And hey, maybe gas, I don't judge. Maybe you know what you're doing after graduation, and maybe you don't. Either way, you are on the line. You are about to embark on something that may be difficult, but will also be so worth it. As you stand on this line, in this moment, and you feel your breath quicken and your heart start to pound, I want to remind you of all the other lines you have stood on your time during at UK and how those experiences have shaped who you are. Do you remember orientation? When you first moved into the residence halls? When you walked into your first college class with your perfectly packed freshman backpack slung over your shoulder? Probably you were nervous. Probably you were scared. And you did it. You did it all. You can now successfully navigate campus without a map in hand. You survived living on campus and probably got some of your best friends in the bargain. You passed that freshman class, then a whole bunch more, and now you're about to get your college degree. You sweated, you hurt, you fought, and now you're here at the end of those workouts. UK has changed you, and without a doubt, you have changed UK. And ahead of us is a world that needs changing. There is so much suffering that still permeates our society. Innocent children of color are getting shot in the street, the fulfillment of a nightmare their parents never should have had in the first place. Communities are being dragged down by undercurrents of hate, and we are becoming scared of anything and everything that is different. Glaciers are melting, winter is vanishing, and historic storms are ravaging towns, cities, and countries. Wars are being fought, and children are dying. Families are being torn from all that they know and relocated to new countries where they may or may not find compassion. This is a day that deserves celebration, but it is also a day that deserves reverence and a deep understanding of our new responsibility. A responsibility to not only change the bad that we see in the world, but also to recognize, rejoice in, and build upon the good change that is already occurring. And there's a lot of it. Black Lives Matter has become a dominant force in our political discourse, and we have begun to acknowledge the far-reaching impacts that systematic racism has had and still has on people of color. For every hateful piece of dialogue that is uttered, the voices that rise in opposition to it are becoming louder and louder. More and more, climate change has become part of our daily vocabulary as we begin to acknowledge the importance and vitality of the earth we are blessed to live upon. Countries across the map have shown what it is to accept and welcome the wounded and broken families that are drowning in the aftermath of wars they did not choose to fight. We can do better. You can do better. For those of you in the College of Communication and Information, don't just teach people how to talk and listen, teach them to understand. If you are in the College of Design, don't just design it bigger, better, and faster. Design it more human. For those of you in health sciences and public health, don't just heal the people of the present, heal the people of the future. Prevent the ills that you do see and predict the ones that you don't. For all the biologists, English majors, chemists, philosophers, and anthropologists, just do what you know best, better than you have ever imagined. Fine arts majors, use the beautiful gifts you have to reach people's souls. Yeah. And for my fellow social work majors out there, always, always remember the importance of respecting the dignity and worth of each and every person. You are incredible people, and it has been a pleasure to journey through our education together. We can do better. We must do better, and we will do better. Because at the end of the day, we are UK. Thank you all so much, and congratulations.
Thank you, Jackie, for reminding us of our blessings and reminding us of our responsibility to be a blessing. At this time, I would like to introduce David B. Radiman from Louisville, Kentucky, who is the president of the UK Alumni Association. David?
Thank you, President Capilouto, and Jackie, thank you so much for those remarks. Graduates of the class of 2016, it is my honor to officially welcome you to the University of Kentucky Alumni Association family. Our family has thousands of members across the country and around the world. Many of those members have accomplished great things, as will you. Today, you can proudly take your place among them. I invite all of you to become active members of the UK Alumni Association. Share your success with us and remain connected to your university. Keep the University of Kentucky as part of your life. Wherever you go, the Alumni Association wants to go with you. Graduates, congratulations.
Thank you. The greatest honor a university can bestow is to award its honorary degree. In presenting an honorary degree, the institution is honoring itself. Those persons who are to receive the degree are carefully chosen because their contributions to the social, educational, humanitarian, and cultural heritage of the state, nation, and world are of the highest order. Provost Tracy will introduce the recipients, and the chair of the University Senate Council, Dr. Andrew Hippisley, will hand the diploma to me on behalf of the faculty.
President Capilouto, I have the honor to present to you William David Arnett.
W. David Arnett grew up in Ballard County, and his family roots in Kentucky go all the way back to 1820. An undergraduate physics major at the University of Kentucky, Dr. Arnett was inducted into Phi Beta Kappa and graduated with honors in 1961. He was profoundly influenced by his time at UK, giving particular credit to a pair of exceptional UK physics faculty members, Wendell DeMarcus and Marcus McEllistrom. Dr. Arnett went on to earn his PhD at Yale University and later held academic positions at Rice University, the University of Texas, the University of Illinois, and the University of Chicago. Currently, he is Regents Professor at Steward Observatory of the University of Arizona. In 1985, while just 45 years of age, Arnett was elected to both the National Academy of Sciences and the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. Today, he is one of the world's preeminent astrophysicists. Among other accomplishments, Dr. Arnett is held in high esteem for his pioneering work in understanding the nuclear processes that power stars. The highest recognition scientists can achieve is when their peer community names a physical law after them. Arnett's law describes how stars regulate energy transport as they explode. Now in his mid-70s, at an age when most people have retired, he is using state-of-the-art national supercomputer facilities to bring further clarity to our understanding of the universe. A sampling of the awards and honors bestowed upon Dr. Arnett includes the following: the Alfred P. Sloan Research Fellowship, Yale Distinguished Graduate in Physical Sciences, the Hans Bethe Prize from the American Physical Society, and the Marcel Grossman Prize from the International Center for Relativistic Astrophysics. While rising to the highest academic levels in scholarship, Dr. Arnett has made further contributions to his profession by serving on panels and committees of the National Research Council, the U.S. Department of Energy, and the Lawrence Livermore International Laboratory. In these positions, he has provided valuable advice to the scientific community on computing, high-energy density plasmas, and astrophysics. For all of his accomplishments, the University of Kentucky proudly awards the degree of Honorary Doctor of Science to W. David Arnett.
just another average graduate from the University of Kentucky. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, the University Senate recommending, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
President Capilouto, I have the honor to present to you Thomas Patterson Maney.
As one of his nominators stated, the breadth of the achievements of Thomas Patterson Pat Maney might best be described in the dilemma of how he should be addressed, general or judge. He earned a Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Kentucky in 1970, as well as his military commission from the UK Army ROTC program. Later, he attended and graduated from the Brandeis School of Law at the University of Louisville. Commissioned as an officer in the U.S. Army Reserves during the Vietnam War era, General Maney served in the military for 34 years and in nearly every hotspot in the world. General Maney never hesitated to interrupt his other professional life, the law, or his personal life to serve his nation. He was sent to Panama for Operation Just Cause, to Haiti for Operation Uphold Democracy, to Bosnia for Operations Joint Guard and Joint Endeavor, and Afghanistan for Operation Enduring Freedom. When not forward deployed, General Maney served as Deputy Commander of the Army Civil Affairs and Psychological Operations Command at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and as Deputy Commander of the Special Warfare Center and School located on the same military base. He also served as commander of the 350th Civil Affairs Command in Pensacola, Florida, with operations in 5 states and a focus on Latin America. General Maney's service to society extends beyond his military career. He was an attorney in private practice, first in Louisville and then in his adopted hometown of Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Pat Maney was elected a judge in the Okaloosa County Court in 1989 and continues as a judge today. Judge Maney's work and focus on improving the lives of American veterans led to the Florida legislature's passage of the T. Pat Maney Veterans Treatment Intervention Act. Judge Maney's service to the nation has been recognized with the Secretary of Defense Award for Outstanding Public Service, the Department of State's Meritorious Honor Award, the Legion of Merit, a Bronze Star, and a Purple Heart. Pat Maney is one of the very few who have attained the highest levels of recognition in 2 fields, the military and the law. He has demonstrated exemplary character and dedication to making his community, his country, and the world a better place. For all of his accomplishments, the University of Kentucky proudly awards the degree of Honorary Doctor of Laws to Thomas Patterson Pat Maney.
General Maney, you bring us great pride for your courage and service. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, the University Senate recommending, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Let's get it started. Okay. We will now present the candidates for undergraduate degrees. Provost Tracy will introduce by college the deans of the colleges and present the candidates for undergraduate degrees, who will be recognized individually prior to the conferral of the degrees.
It is my pleasure to present the candidates for bachelor's degrees. As their names are called, President Capilouto will present the graduates with their diplomas. The chair of the University Senate Council, Dr. Andrew Hippisley, will hand the diplomas to President Capilouto on behalf of the faculty. Carl Nathy of the UK Public Relations and Marketing Office will read the names of the graduates as they cross the stage and receive their diploma. The chair of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Edward Britt Brockman, and the college dean will offer congratulations to the graduates. Dr. Ann Vail is the interim dean of the College of Social Work. Interim Dean Vail and I would like to recognize the candidates for Bachelor of Arts degrees in the College of Social Work.
Mary Ellen Reffett. Victoria Lynn Halcomb. Dina Renee Turner. Charlotte Michelle White. Gina Lynn Green. Kevin Michael Deaton. Vanessa J. Rose. Jacqueline R. Dallaire. Lindsay Page Lewis. Janelle Renee Walls. Young Nee Roxy. Heather N. Bush. Sarah Danielle Dennis. Candace Renee Thomas. Stephanie F. Crosby. Imani Aisha Alice Eversley. Deanna LaShawn Williams. Samira Naima Shabazz. Micah Rose Gully. Michelle Coletti. Claire Leone. Michaela Catherine Mabry. Inu Cindy Lee. Rachel Taylor Crow. Holly Michelle Goodpaster. Elena S. Bailey. Janie S. Stidham. Sarah Shalash. Destiny Ellen Smith. Sarah Elizabeth Asher. Jordan Mary Gore. Matthew Adam Steele. Morgan Sue Elaine Norton and Cooper. Sarah Frances Knight. Marley Brooke Meir. Chanel Lene Montgomery. Felicia Chantel Harden. Micah Lanaje Irving. Rachel Marie Weiner. Cynthia Ann Hinkle. Amanda Sue Renchler. Allison Zendel Jill Haste. Ashton Grace Sturgeon. Alicia Elaine Ellis.
Dr. Donna K. Arnett is the Dean of the College of Public Health. Dean Arnett and I would like to recognize the candidates for Bachelor of Public Health degrees in the College of Public Health.
Emily Ann Norton. Carly Jean Schwartz. Bridget Colleen Lakowitz. Charlotte Grace Upham. Kelsey Suzanne Rutherford. Lauren Taylor Little. Alexis Yvonne Garrett. Kyle Thomas Hancock. Daniel Alexandro Aponte. Tiffany Shea Baker. Shannon Gosser Huffman. Angela Marie Rudnicki. Stevie Megan Snediger. Vashal Deepak Natu. Joseph George Christodoulou.
Dr. Scott M. Lephart is the Dean of the College of Health Sciences. Dean Lephart and I would like to recognize the candidates for Bachelor of Health Science degrees in the College of Health Sciences.
Charlotte Renee Murrell. Holly Duvall Rice. Christina Lynn Eimers. Kaylee Ruth Warfel. Madison Jordan Malone. Taylor Ann Parker. Whitney Michelle Asbury. Alana Victoria Watts. Kelly Elizabeth Jones. Elizabeth Ann Preston. Morgan A. Barble. Amber Hope Mitchell. Brittany Nicole Gilb. Allison Maureen Halpin. Caitlin Paige Daniel. Shelby Patrick Edge, accompanied by Bayou. Peyton Nicole Schmidt. Catherine Kelly McHale. Sarah Michelle Hicks. Brendan Kyle Lucas. Shelby Nicole Clark. Alicia May Howard. Ashley Marie Aviles. Kelly Ann Snowden. Colleen Nicole Benish. Tyler Joseph Wilkie. Samuel Jacob Dedden. Allie Elizabeth Stumbo. Tyler Allen Pape. Kyle B. Polly. Rachel Christine Curtin. Rebecca Janine Smith. Haley Brooke Wells. Lee Beth Lytle. Riley Ann Mangan. Julie Mae Wallingford. Erica Ray Grizel. Madeline Marie Kaiser. Sarah Amalia Davis. Rachel Lauren Cochran. Jasmine Lorraine Mercado. Alexis Lynn Cranley. Aubrey Lee Watkins. Sarah Jane Whitty. Zane H. Zagayan. Rebecca Joyce Gower. Shelby Marie Crouch. Ashley Kendall Sennett and Raymond. Cicely Claire Chambers. Kara Lynn Vroman. Elise Ann Allen. Nicholas Philip Abergelli. Brooke Ashley Logsdon. Jennifer Jacqueline Shear. Jonna Catherine Tharp. Andrea J. Rogers. Lauren Michelle Knazel. Taylor Danielle Houston. Dominique Wade. Alexandra Ray Schock. Kaylee Nicole Frederick. Amy Patricia Gelhar. Daniel John Glenn. Kent Philip Lenora. Alexandria Lauren Rosgani. Roxanne B. Perkins. Jessica Nicole Miller. Morgan Brianne Priest. Stephanie Ann Pena. Caitlin Brooke Martis. Brittany Crystal Dawn Hurd. Kelsey Beverly Johnson. Anastasia Kristen Gliadis. Emily Marie Klump. Beverly A. Alexander. Amanda Marie Hayek. Shannon Reeb O'Hara. Eva Marie Duncan. Eric Stephen Skipworth. Kelsey Wayne Schlobaum. Brandy Michelle Cobb. Jill Adrienne Dancy. Samantha Langley Waldvogel. Jorge Luis Masson Jr. Caitlin Danielle Skidmore. Hannah Taylor Smith. Elizabeth Gentry Combs. Morgan Brooke Kelly. Anna Lynn Rosalind.
Dr. David Sogan is the Associate Dean of the College of Fine Arts. Associate Dean Sogan and I would like to recognize the candidates for Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Music Education degrees in the College of Fine Arts.
Elizabeth Jonelle Ellis. Michaela Marie Stone. Macrina Ugrudi. Dalen Tone. Alexis Nicole Slocum. Bo T. McGee. Taha Mandvoala. Robert M. Miller. Caitlin Hope Noble. Peter Thomas Leprade. Faith Ann Gingrich Getz. Philip Aaron Barnett. Devin Lee Edwards. Jordan Tyler Imlay. Rachel Celeste Hayes. Maria Rose Navarra. E. Tang Im. Sarah Morgan Alms. Erin Margaret Smith. Elizabeth Payne Froge. Tanner David Hertz. Jamarcus Tyshawn Shelton. Shermaine Shakita Johns Dorsey. Jasmine Elizabeth Van Leer. DeAndreas Rashad Baines. Shalisha B. Brace. Megan Marie Baird. Lauren Elizabeth Ward. Tennessee Rose Mills. Kimberly Elise Hubbard. Kayla Elizabeth Spears. Ellen Elizabeth Gompers. Christine Setzer. Janie Kegley. Ellen Marshall McCann. Abigail Marie Taylor. Sharon Nicole McGovern. Ashley L. Carroll. Jordan Taylor Ray Schulte. Suzanne Kathleen Napier. Trebecca Paisley Henderson. Shayna Elizabeth Neal. Chen Chen. Yuan Bao. Hannah Chamberlain Zink. Jasmine B. Martinez. Kristen Bailey Combs. Margaret Suzanne Moore. Victoria Milagros Roman. Ashley Page Worley. Jeremy T. Brown. Roddy N. Como. Maxine Lee Preston. Anna Michelle Sokoloff. Elizabeth Ann Glass. Leah Catherine Hemingway. Jacob Aubrey Lee. Richard Thomas Oden. Austin Christopher Pence. Tyler Garrett Stark. Shafei Chen. Sebei Tan. E. Ma. Michael W. Cotton. Ryan Anthony Barr. Margaret Elizabeth Smith. Demetrius D. Walker. William Darian Mason. Charles Adamson McManus. Zachary Martin Buskell. Janessa M. Gates. Emma Jane Hanley. Christopher Clay Wheeler. Ilani Pinar. Katie Ray Beckman. Sabrina Danielle Music. Joshua Koji Haywish. Yedam Kim.
Mitzi Vernon is the Dean of the College of Design. Dean Vernon and I would like to recognize the candidates for Bachelor of Arts degrees in the College of Design.
Shannon Rose Skylark Newberry. Sarah E. Wagner. Amber Joy Matowski. Shelby Nicole Arthur. Tara Lee Greathouse. Michael Shane Wireman. Shelby E. Carpenter. Logan Scott Benton. Bradley A. Beatty. Matthew Chris Absher. Robert C. Johnson. Michael Sterling Foster. Joshua Allen Powell. Joseph Daniel Brewer. Sean Michael Johnston. Thomas William Kirk. Olivia Clarice Mott. Lauren Ashley Townsend. Kevin Bloomfield. Irene Eid Nator. Brittany Lynn Leneve. Tiffany Laura Danielle Combs. Dalton Scott Parton. Whitney Michael Osborne. Lisa Nicole Patterson. Brandon Thomas Nidifer. Amanda Christine Olix. Brooke J. Warnier. Brian Edward Wright. Arden Shane Cooper. Lauren Catherine Turnage. Michael J. Ortman. Alec Bryson Tuluenga. Andrew James Magner. Matthew Allen Pendrick. Sophia Jean Good. Megan Courtney Conrad. Anne Duncan Prather. Alyssa Marie Ramberger. Lindsay Nicole Rafferty. Amber Michelle Bowman. Haley Denise Foreman. Michelle Z. Jimenez. Andrea Hoy. Jeanette Lynn Marmo. Patricia Cahill Walpole. Shannon Marie Knock. Lainey Shannon Bennett. Amy Christine Schlachter. Morgan A. McKinney. Zulin Hu. Ian Walter Pangburn. Andrew Wayne Meyer. Connor A. Veteramo. Elena Kathleen Bauer. Katie Lily Abushanab. Anne Van Meter Leek. Margaret M. Craig. Chloe Elizabeth Christ. Margaret C. Cromer. Grace Evelyn Snyder. James Lucas Brown. Samantha K. Herman. Jenna Mackenzie Mason. Alexandria Brooke Oni Zimmerman. Samantha Marie Betzold. Zoe Ruth Pittman. Aaron O. Taylor. Jennifer Lynn Black. Caitlin Elizabeth Porter.
Dr. Dan O'Hare is the Dean of the College of Communication and Information. Dean O'Hare and I would like to recognize the candidates for Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees in the College of Communication and Information.
Jonathan Walter Kruger, accepting the in memoriam degree on his behalf, is his brother, William Kruger. Charles Connor Wimpy. Zachary William Gillis. Jordan Alexis Gross. Rachel Eliza Broughton. Olivia Jester. Jenna Abley. Erica H. Shipley. Katie Elizabeth Fisher. Alexis Jasmine Athanas. Megan Lee McClellan. Alexis Marie Puglia. Josephine Ann Elder. Allie M. Klicka. Lindsay M. Cullen. Nancy Elizabeth Bond. Dara Alexandra Heck. Molly Fallon Krieger. Dylan Patrick Higgins. Samuel Jeffrey Swito. Virginia Gar Lawless. Emily Mollenkamp. Shelby Catherine Tully. Catherine Grace Stack. Jamelyn Hall. Adrian Brooke Rudd. Adam Russell Penavaria. Emily Grace Marcanic. Evan Cooper Botkin. Caitlin Clary Schwartz. Alexa D. Wingate. Noel David Ekman. Ross Campbell Troop. Clayton Abernathy. Colin James Blessing Ogle. Joseph Ryan Simpson. Christina Nicole Johns. Sean Robert Bowdy. Emily Lauren Jackson. Angela Yvonne Ryman. Alexis Marie Fry. Rebecca Rose Edwards Partington. Leslie Brooke Fannin. Victoria Lynn Northcutt. Lauren Marie Gottsacker. Kelly Jordan Phillips. Jessica Mary Finn. Allison Catherine Frick. Lauren Elizabeth Cataldo. Libby Charlotte Kiefaber. Frank J. Fowler. Drew Allen Kenny. Chun Young Park. Thomas D. Appleman. John Christopher Folger. Michaela Brooke Reeves. Alexander Matthew Fesco. Samuel Evan Lawrence. Shenying Zhang. Christian Katharina Ock. Shelby Danielle Jolly. Tia M. Chancellor. Marielle Bridges Jackson. Riley Carol Miller. Alexis Martha Browning. Abby Brooke McDonough. Allison Thieneman. Sydney Alexis Kaiser. Bailey Nicole Stetzer. Lillian Dean Sella. Brandon R. Hill. Rachel Lillian Eberhardt. Zoe Elizabeth Cicchetti. Khalid Malik Henderson. Jordan Mark Watson. Zachary Aaron Richards. Alec Gregory Goodhart. Carmen Georgianne Stinson. Michael Gregory Minton. Jamie Christopher Pate. Kevin Todd Reifert. Katie Aaron Stevens. Deontay Richard Elcock. Elizabeth Stewart Cook. Callie McMunn Carver. Noelle Elizabeth Fidel. Paige Elizabeth Cranwell. Hannah Elizabeth Maroose. Jamie Kennedy. Lindsay Claire Delemo. Erica Lynn Ryder. Bradley Justin Polivka. Hannah Elizabeth Jeffries. Zachary Patrick Straub. Sydney Taylor Yoakum. Robert Lucas Owens. Ashton Tucker Morgan. Paige Francis Mullen. Kelly A. Brightmore. Amanda Colvin. Brittany Renee Forte. Dennis Kirk Smith, Jr. Tyler Blake Southworth. Patrick Fontaine Banks. John Patrick Heslin. Zachary Harrison Mitchell. Ryan Alexander Dixon. Megan Teresa Dahl. Ashley Denise Cox. Mary Grace Ramsey. Andrew Paul Staple. Taylor D. Till and Evie. Isabel Ann Park, accompanied by Franklin. Amy Marie Shelton. Hannah Murphy Gray. Michael Edward Russo. Ryan J. Horde. Elizabeth Laureen Bonnick. Peyton Elizabeth Houchins. Helena Grace Emig. Emily Christine Semester. Lauren Marie Cameron. Paige Cameron Rusher. Kelsey Elizabeth Brasso. Haley Kirsten Wright. Olivia Morgan Cornett. Molly M. Schultz. Chase Stephen Mattingly. Ryan Patrick Quinn. Bailey Kendall Bast. Megan Mary Dane. Travis Raines. Cody Daniel. Olivia Ann Clawwitter. Duncan McGuffin Cooper. Weston Lane Woodward. Erin Elizabeth Keller. Kristen Marie Garland. Kelly Morgan Mitchison. Ashton Nicole Lewis. Yasemin Luna Shemirani. Cami Elizabeth Griffith. Jenna Rose Rogers. Sarah Elizabeth Miller. Mackenzie Ray Sanders. Rebecca Gibbs Boland. Thomas Roth Gray. Rachel Catherine Cashman. Emily Angela Weston. Christina S. Walker. Corey Benjamin Hyde. Jake M. Mocklin. Blake Hunter Aaron. Cody Byer. Ashley Elizabeth Mason. Ashley Nicole Rushing. Jerry E. Seal. Leah Joelle Bridges. Susan Porter Mann. Megan Catherine Duffy. Haley Elizabeth Tretter. Kristen Griswoz. Kyle Cassidy. Benjamin E. Hansen. Corey Michael Kopak. Brett Ryan Bibb. Kate Katsuko Morris. Sally Ann Evans. Sarah Reed Harris. Zachary Allen Myers. Bridget Kennedy Collier. Cameron Lee Ellen Collier. David Gerald Snyder. Grant Michael Smith. Taylor Lane Oldham. Matthew David Gomez Basari. Charles Jeremy Sapp. Laura Christine Schrake. Anissa Orchid Roberts. Boyd Coleman Mifo Hayes. Nathaniel Patrick Yates. Sabira Rayford. Bethany Nicole Reese. Melody Simone Foree. Cameron Michael Owens. Sarah Hoddy. Cameron S. Griffin. Aaron Mackenzie Clark. Sadie G. Masha. Maria Pinkowski. Spencer Charles Cruz. Jadarian Jontavian Harmon. Janae April Thompson. Eric Christopher Johnson. Cody Morgan Neal. Peter W. Eterno. Michael Scott Gorman. Karina Zelaya. Anastasia Celeste Dunn. Shelby Nicole Washington. Nigel Marcellus Taylor. Damon Lamont Saunders, Jr. Caitlin J. Gosser. Jamaro Lee Gilbert Bryant. Kelsey Brooke Harper. Ellery Lanice Martin. Shakir J. Epps. Tierra Nicole Carlock. Lindsay Nicole Smith. Leslie Renee Smith. Barry Andre McManus. Chanel Mariah Friday, accompanied by Apex. Emily Woocher and Lottie. John Hendrickson. William Taylor Cartmel. Emily Claire Bailey Tincher. Bailey Christine Dick. Ross Patrick Lennon. David T. Paskey. Andrew St. Clair. Emily Jean Lash. Nicholas Glenn Jordan. Christina Page Watkins. Quincy Burnham. Anne Catherine Spaulding. Olivia Catherine Center. Madison Rose. Lauren Renee Henriksen. Jacob Michael Ewing. Alyssa Quinn Smith. Rachel M. Walker. Rachel Genevieve Isidoric. Ryan Thomas Butler. Pearson Edward Majeski. Brandon Austin Feigl. Jordan Elizabeth Mason. Abigail O'Connor. Sydney Brooke Shelton. Sarah Ann Carbon. Kelsey Nicole Potter. Seth Matthew Stewart. Ryan Dabney Gervis. LaQuasia D. Combs. Madison Elizabeth Clay. Adam David Witherspoon. Alexander Reed Garner. Timothy Jason Thiessen. Natalie Kathleen Fickey. Sydney Rose Emerson. Clay Schmolt. Donna Lee Sams Evans. Sarah Elizabeth Corley. Samantha C. Rogers. Dao Quang Tran. Christopher L. Hooton. Jacob Lang. Eric Torres. Andrew W. Etling. Aaron C. Bourne. Andrew Robert Common. Timothy A. Pryor. Auden B. Lohr. Christine Marie Clark. Stephanie Marie Bostic. Brittany Kaylin Linville. Kelly Lyons. Jaleesa Danielle Mobberly. Shannon I. McBroom. Emily Lynn Frankel. Haley Evelyn Root. Jacob Michael Smith. Clay Daniel Renfley. Diane Kwan. Danielle Hunter Doak. Dana Christine Kemp. Dominique DeAndre Webster. Franco H. Azor. Savannah J. Patton. Elizabeth Anna Likes. Lindsay Christina Pierce. Ryan Crace. Joshua Edward Santiago. Catherine K. Zarish. Michaela Maud Handy. Matthew Anthony Taylor. Benjamin Webster Wade. Lucas Caleb Isaacs. Emily Lauren Page. Weston Yates Lloyd. Megan Elizabeth Neltner. Chloe Marie Fox. Brian Hughes Brookshire. Margaret Vimont Owens. Kelsey Amanda Stinson. Christy Ann Kovarovic. Morgan Lee Hatfield. Molly Michelle Miners. Lauren Victoria Gross. Elena N. Griffo. Caroline Rose Clausing. Rachel Naomi Franke. Katisha S. Akins. Nicole Palmer Vollman. Megan Nicole McCardwell. Rachel Malin Mann. Angela Marie Patera. Emily Nicole Held. Tian Dante Eason. Terrell R. Buck. Nolan Conrad Dunn. Michael Lindsay Morgan. Logan Michael Hurley. Garrett Edward Pirat.
Arts and Sciences. Amy. Dr. Mark Lawrence Kornblue is the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dean Kornblue and I would like to recognize the candidates for Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences.
Jack Allen Strunk. Lori Michelle Thomas. Elizabeth Ann Fox. Kyle A. Sarachi. Philip Eric Robinson. Shelley Joe. Diamond L. Hobbs. Olivia Song. Samantha Ann Moore. Jack Clark Moore III. Morgan Brooke Hagstrom. Sarah Faye Gullett. Grant Lee Austin. Michael Javier Bale. Caitlin Brigitte Sandell. Kevin R. Kwan. James Anthony Sturmer. Justin R. Weldon. Sean J. Domal. Joseph B. Felix. Dallas L. Browning. Faith Racine. John E. Winters III. Erica Dawn Mattingly. Kishan Gao. Hannah Atik. Michael James Rusher. Ryan Michael Pilak. Kyle Zachary Whiteside. Frank Jason McCall. Elizabeth Jane Young. Taylor Elizabeth Burkholder. Susanna B. Starling. Jacob Douglas Burnham. Jordan Ann Finley. Rebecca Jewel Brewer. William Earl Schuler III. Calvin Y. Hong. Kyle Holdeman. Emma Catherine Holland. John Hardin Dunlap. Benjamin Clay Watkins. Kyle D. Auger. Hujo Wong. Tierra Monique Phipps. Alexander James Morris. Taylor Renee Moody. Morgan E. Sindall. Marissa Lee Dahl. Ethan Trey Cardwell. Taylor B. Duplessis. Richard E. Gruwell. Kaylin Leanna Wilson. Trevor Matthew McNary. Jacob Michael Mattingly. Glenn Ron Zhang. Jonathan Sampson Sarfin. Robert Allen Cass. Stephen Jeffrey Chapman. Jonathan Tyler Elliott. Taylor Olivia Johnston. Bethany Jordan Johnson. Xingshu Ma. Kayla Brittany Hicks. Carlos Andres Villanueva. James Blake Allen. Maria Victoria Pamelia. Samuel Matthew Misla. Claire Catherine Oldfather. Stephanie Marie Beaker. Jeremy Samuel Frederick. Alyssa N. Conley. Cheyenne Maddox. Caitlin Sine. Hasanki Madara Warnakula. Olivia Grothaus. Mitchell Lee Mefford. Daniel Gabriel Mahai Visitu. Joshua A. Irvin. Mary Elizabeth Cornett. Kyle Burton Richardson. Tabitha Lynn Cryer. Josephine Ann Suchecki. Kelsey Lee Dominic. Samantha Megan Culp. Ashley Faith Zapeta. Tasha Ray Ramsey. Samantha Nicole Keller. Akeisha Lee Kirkpatrick. Jacob Austin McLeese. Mackenzie Lynn Marie Shanahan. Corbin Pope Hall Mabry. Brooke Olivia Kersey. William Pierce Smallwood. Jared Robert Wheatley. Howling Lee. Tyler J. Butch. Jacob Christopher Ripberger. Annalise Scarlett Erickson. Emily S. Payne. Savannah Wallace. Kaylin Marie Kovacic. Vanessa M. Shovar. Thomas Carlton Harvey. Elizabeth Nestor Kieslak. Sarah Elizabeth Burns. Andrea Maria Bonenberger. Casey Morgan Smith. Wendell Lair Maupin. Dylan Robert Crawford. Guogui Shu. Chao Leong. Robert Cody Ruark. Ariel Savannah Clark. Allison Nicole Furman. Nicole Carr. Jordan Nicole Wick. Logan Daniel Ragsdale. Brandon Kyler Baker. Trent McKinley Norris. Austin Wesley Humble. Jeremy Michael Fryman. Tristan W. Finn. Rebecca Marie Smith. Grace Elizabeth Bree. Jonathan A. Gettelfinger. Christine Marie Bree. William Jacob Burton. Jacob Lee Van Dorn. Bobby L. Hune. Jason Daniel Orr. Robert J. Geerding. Gilbert Madison Davis Mischel. Alex Oliver Tisver. Sonia Langenfelder. Eldon Harvey Winkleman. Ian Michael McManus. Rachel Helena Dirting. Andrew Joseph Slater. Jamie Michael McWilliams. Allison Jean DeGenero. Chelsea May Barbie. Jacqueline Christine Carpenter. Ratna Sethyanin Wediyanti. Christina M. Clements. Krista Maya Ann Chambers. Curran Rachel Mary George. Engine Joe. Andrea Dawn Seidner. Logan Hannah Marie Mooring. Corey M. Wilham. Erin Christine Cunninger. Alyssa J. Manotti. Allison Nicole Palmiero. Timothy Kyle Rourke. Dylan Wayne Ashcraft. James Harley Wilson. Brianna Kelsey Demers. Luke Edward Fish. Delaney Catherine Bieber. Elizabeth Connell Hammeter. Andrew Stephen Smith. Ala Khalid Shakif. Ryan W. McDuffie. Hannah Noel Lowndes. Jordan Richard Laux. Alyssa Christine Moore. Jamie Teresa Love. And Leah Elizabeth Brownwell. Christopher Carl Smith. Austin Patrick Hinkle. Kirsten Elder. Brianna Lee Marie Jones. Onarita D. Benson. Lidmila Pupo. Sobeda Reyes Umaya. Yvette Martinez. Brenda Vanegas Diaz. Jennifer Zaire Shannon. Raul Vinaragev Anabathula. Taylor Hamilton. Emily Ann Griggs. Nicolette M. Lawrence. Andrew T. Turner. Justin Mahoney. William Joseph Aiken. Stephen Van Giles. Justin Douglas Vaughn. Pierre Fuelo. Logan Daniel Latham. Rachel Regan Williams. Mariah Ann Jean Rose. Sarah Elizabeth Critchfield. Abel Rodriguez III. Bradley Chance Shaw. Alexa Aaron McLaughlin. Catherine M. Barnes. Heath Alexander Abney. Damon Keith Wallace. Jonathan Rankin. Abel McGinnis Tucker. Alexis Noel Badnaini. Brandon Derek Clark. Jeremiah William No. B. Arayo Shokan. Jessica M. Nelms. Taylor Turner. James Patrick Collard. Hayden Conrad Hughes. Reed Bailey Norris Jr. Chelsea Ariel St. Clair. Caitlin Elizabeth Gastfield. Angela Michelle Palati. Rachel Elizabeth Rosado. Nina Catherine Griffin. Crystal Marie Reyes. Alex Gutierrez. Anthony Gutierrez. Melissa Nicole Schaefer. Stephanie Y. Zeng. Abby Marie Smiley. Ashwatha Thanapan. George Michael Greenhalgh. Zachary Michael Parati. Stanley Gant Unfried. Luke Thomas Meredith. Hutton Neil White. Caleb Tyler Wills. Jonathan Quinn Gardner. Sarah Ahmad Chada. Sundus Salem El Gamati. Faiza Hassan. Alexandrine Ratnani. Christian David Suarez. Matthew Douglas Corns. Michaela J. Wade. Jonathan Ruiz Say. Shelby Hunter Williams. Casey Lynn Davis. Destin Elaine Kinzer. Zachary Stone Davis. Ola Khalid Said. Ashley Nicole Natour. Alexander Caleb Cook. Travis Houston Phillips. Alyssa Taylor Franco. Michelle Elizabeth Ruth. Estel Darrell Banks III. Jennifer Ashley Cantrell. Brendan J. McGarr. Francis James LaRosa III. Andrew Graham Vanover. Kanisha T. Kennedy. Amy Elizabeth Kurtzinger. Claire Christine Harshey. Nicole Lynn Malazzo. Rachel May Husk. Christopher K. Bond. Madison Kiera Sands. Julia Teresa Vega. Dorian Roselle Young. Jonathan Paul Kinnaman. Kimber Leah Barrow. Sanad S. Mustafa. Hannah Solomon Kabedi. Habadan Alamaya Halley. Brittany Malaya McKissick. Aaron Valet. Chuk Tung Yao. Allison Deanne Power. Cassidy M. Hyde. Christian Hayes Kruckeberg. Bethany S. Gowans. Caressa Brooke Kumis. Ashley Ann Wisvari. Maura Sinead Goldner. Jonathan R. Berry. Fletcher Graham Young. David Alejandro Fernandez. James Kenneth Lutz. Morgan Mullins. Rachel Somers Loney. Julia Vandra. Elacy Gonzalez. Jolene Go. Brianna Nicole Meffert. Robert William Clark. Amanda Elizabeth Spence. Samuel Shungbont Hughes. Douglas Mistral Michael Shaw. Slavina Borisova Goleva. Anita Jo Shanker.
All right, Anita.
Desi K. Slavova. Santiago Jose de Leon. Jordan T. Wolf. Destiny Singleton. Caleb Wayne Dawson. Hannah Page Davis. Jordan Renee Baldwin. Cassidy Lane Wolf. Anisha Asan Langani. Allison E. Gotterwis. Nicholas Alexander Ackley. Alexandra May Miller. Leah A. Nisus. Anthony Demetrius Bright. Caitlin Eileen Keegan. Kristen S. Ford. Christina Sky Wood. Sally Beth Maddox. Shannon Eileen Sloan. Caitlin Marie Dooley. Rachel Lauren Brown. Hannah Victoria Smyslow. Michael Lewis Taylor. Natalie Lynn O'Hara. Chelsea Alexandra Toth. Sheila Ann Harshman. Tessa Louise Atkins. Nick Thielen. Madison Claire Stewart. Robert William Trey Garner. Jordan L. Hubrick. Austin Meadows Wilkerson. Olivia Ann Winshurst. Logan M. Sabiston. Ivana Yakutova. Cameron Ahmad Siddiqui. Lei Sun. Brianna Lydia McCrae. Ryan Peters. Brandon Lewis. Thomas Barron. Rosemary Ann Fama. Kyle Christopher Franz. Tyler Dane Worthington. Chris J. Pablo. Lauren Rebecca Muse. Nicole Kristen Solakevich. J.C. Osmus. Marissa Alley. Daniel Thomas Armstrong. Amar Hussein Gurab. Tiffany Michelle Young. Scott Kenneth Woodward. Kelly Ann Wyrick. Trevor Ryan Rice. Patrick Michael Brennan. Meredith Ann Gooden. Marky Alicia Chancellor. Brian Edward Allgaier. Jacob Lee Hempel. Alexandra Devon Thompson. Brooke C. Hendricks. Brock Allen Landrum. Ryan David Drusano. Yushin Wang. Thomas Kim. Jared Hudson. Brittany Jalissa Williams. Kimberly Sonia Horhagi. Lee Lin. Darrington Hunter Richardson. Garrett Allen Owen. Dylan Michael Jones. Cameron Reese Day. Connor Lee English. Shaylin Noel Mendenhall. Jocelyn Yvonne Starr Party. Sahi Song. Drashti B. Patel. Christopher Aaron Dillander. Samantha Louise Brodsky. Charles Michael Cunningham. Jacob R. Jury. David Matthews. Jacqueline C. Brown. Shengxiao Wu. Robert Christopher Browder. Alan Hunter Goatley. Deborah Lynn Ferguson. Lacey Jean Daniel. Maxwell Costa Tague. Justin C. Presley. Megan Lee Presley. Lauren Elizabeth McCurdy. Alexina Joanne Rice Sarantis. Brady Ray Painter. Alexis Gabrielle Gill. Zachary James Tomaszewski. Cody Allen Shofi. Natalie Christine Ruggiero. Brooklyn Nicole Kilvasa. Madeline Lee Stampley. Courtney Catherine Vanway. Tyler Gorham DeLong. Carrie Ann Popplewell. Nolan Russell Brailsford. Michelle Elizabeth Boehm. Virginia Irene Underwood. Shelby Dean Albers. Caitlin Sue Dobson. Paige Danielle Montgomery. Leah Elizabeth Oakes. Amber Brooke Hall. Noor Ali. Camilla Floriano Cardosa. Eric David Blaine. Kyle Ridgway. Aileen Marie O'Brien. Emily Elizabeth Bland. Quentin T. Lee Rowland. Evan M. Kuderer. Hannah Marie Luttrell. Mac Ryan Sepacan. Rex E. Kelly. Tanner Kirby. Alyssa Lynn Diorio. Jesse Clay Griffith. Alfonso Gabriel Casanova Mendoza. Brandon Joseph Lee. Tyler James Morris. Brianna Taylor Coffey. Sarah Lynn Summers. Catherine Rose Whitehouse. Rachel Marie Launeman. Courtney Page Kidwell. Nicholas John Davis. Sean William Bohack. Drew Barton Myers. Brittany Jade Foster. Zachary Thomas Buckler. Erica H.L. Emmerich. Catherine Ann Hagan. Catherine Lloyd Flynn. Lindsay Dawn Eisner. James Allen Maines. Stephen Wilson. Caressa Rita Ney. Jesse James Salazar. Zachary Todd Garland. Kirby L. Bruce. Thomas Alexander Baxter. Jasmine Yvette Saunders. Danielle Christine Beam. Cassidy Lee White. Carter Mason Cannon. Emily Nicole Horton. Grace Ann Haberman. Zachary Scott Bugg. Jonathan Dylan Fish. Julianne Noel Horn. Mackenzie Carol Davidson. Christian Carol Shirley. Emily Alexis Logan. Kristen Paige Campbell. Emily Michelle King. Emily Elizabeth Masiello. James Lee Robinette. Whitman Edward Joyner. Ryan Christopher Pullman. Jonathan William Hanshoe. Sean Edward Barber. Rebecca Lynn Boom. Felicia Renee Barnett. Shantian Lachey Mosley. Michael Goffinette. Laura Francis Greenfield. Joseph B. Mashney. Keesing Benjamin Young. Taylor Hewing Dudley. India Simone Ward. Peyton Shelby Sickles. Shantasia Asbury. Danielle R. Gutierrez. Brenda Sylvia Carjeja. John Cleveland Whitfield Jr. Andrew J. Bacon. Kendall Xavier Woodley. Tyler Alicia Walton. Ariana Danielle Catlett. Jada Simone Swindle. Mark Andrew Eubank Jr. Gaines Emmanuel Brown III. Sydney Catherine Smoot. Sarah Nicole Smith. Keelan Oshun Peaton. Kentessa Moress Mason. Micaiah Ewan Braden. Sasha Kelly Marie Julian. Ryan Tierra Davenport. Whitney Nicole Tennant. Kirsten Michelle Sylvester. Uriah Lorraine Carter. Casey Teresa Coyle. Denise Gail Applegate. Marcel Roman. Donald S. Grassi. Amanda Jo Holbrook. Mary Allison Cook Renault. Caitlin Marie Moore. Cassie Davidson. Natalie Mae Schaffner. Jacob R. DeWeese. Stephen Joseph Fioretti. Brendan Ray Brunswick. Jasmine Diarra McCoy. Cartavia Jamia Conley. Isiana Secret Abner. Mariah Elise Riley. Armani Martel Doyle. Olivia Brianna Charisse Pumphrey. Rebecca Clements. Tyler A. Cruz. Samuel Melvin Stromberg. Dana Michelle Kozlowski. Nicholas Ryan Federico. Yarik Beskor. Claire Elizabeth Crawford. Casey Elizabeth Williams. Tara Danielle Bray. Cole Garrett Williams. Matthew Robert Giattino. Tyler Scott Prater. Mitchell Quinn Mundorf. Faith Lauren Jones. Natasha Nicole Cheatham. Jacob Kent Wilson. Rochelle Lynn Boss. Ashley Marie Alkershi. Kelsey Andrea Dulaney. Deja Simone Dyer. Philip Myron Thompson. Kimber Renee Gray. Kimberly Christina Donahue. Alexandra Patricia Mott. Samuel D. Little. Ian Thomas Schneider. Emily Nicole Gibson Ingram. Laura Jane Phelps. William Franklin Cox. Rebecca Faith Van Meter. Alexandra Celeste Wade. Jonathan David Gent. Charles Garner McCarty. Jonathan William Likens Warricks. Samuel C. Clem. Monica Kathleen Liedl. Rebecca Ann Nicholson. Kristen Sloan Thornsberry. Alexis J. Seipols. Christy Luke Doe. Caroline Kelsey Green. Oops. Grant H. Palmer. Peyton Elizabeth Shirata. Rafael Alejandro Villegas. Shelby Nicole Evans. Aaron Marshall Henson. Cameron J. Moeller.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty and the deans, I present to you the candidates for baccalaureate degrees. Will the candidates please rise?
It gives me great pleasure to perform this university's most important official act of this special day, the conferral of your degrees. Those people that left early, they don't get them. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, the University Senate recommending, I confer upon each of you the appropriate baccalaureate degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. It is now fitting for all these graduates to perform the traditional custom of moving their tassels from the right to the left of their mortarboards. As you do so, I offer my sincerest congratulations. You can be seated. Among these degree recipients whom you have just congratulated, there's a group deserving of additional congratulations. Degree candidates who attain a grade point average of 3.8 or higher are graduated summa cum laude. Those with a grade point average of 3.6 to 3.8 are graduated magna cum laude. And those having a grade point average of 3.4 to 3.6 are graduated cum laude. Will those persons receiving degrees with commencement honors please stand and be recognized? You may be seated. As we conclude the awarding of the undergraduate degrees, there are two very important groups of participants in the completion of this effort. I would like to ask all faculty present to stand as we thank them for their dedication to these students. I would also like to ask the parents, spouses, partners, and families of these graduates to stand as we recognize the measure of their involvement in the achievement we are celebrating today. Will everyone please stand as Stafford Hartman, a master's degree candidate in vocal performance from the College of Fine Arts, sings our state song, My Old Kentucky Home.
The corn
We thank you for attending our May 2016 undergraduate commencement ceremony. As a conclusion to this ceremony, we want you to join us in celebration of the accomplishments of our graduates. I extend my congratulations to all of you and wish to simply say thank you for daring to see blue with us at the University of Kentucky. Each of you has given richly to the UK, leaving an indelible impression on this institution. You leave here today as a fundamental part of our Kentucky promise. You have been outfitted with the necessary tools to face the world and its challenges. As you continue on your path to success, I hope you remember your alma mater and stay connected to us. We are very proud of you and honored to count you among the UK family. And now, let's begin your celebration with the UK fight song.
Ladies and gentlemen, the university community appreciates your attendance at this May 2016 undergraduate commencement ceremony. Please remain standing for the recessional led by President Capilouto, Chair Brockman, and the platform party, followed by the faculty and our 2016 graduates. Thank you.